what all that was. Oh, hi.
Hi.
It's Keith.
And Pinky Coogan.
And it is our 10-year Meetaversary.
Today.
Happy Meetaversary.
Happy Meetaversary. You're supposed to say today with me, remember?
Today?
To work out, yeah.
Well, we did on another take. We did it today.
Now we sound like we're doing takes.
Come on. Well, our life isn't just naturally. There's a lot of work and
that sounded terrible.
Lighting and
we just don't know what
sound rigging and all that other. We don't know what we're doing at all. But we're doing it together, which is what's really important.
That is true.
We've had a lot of great adventures over the last 10 years. And,
yes.
And we met at my first autograph convention.
Very first autograph.
And she wasn't even there to get me, which is kind of funny.
Do you have to say get?
Well. So Pinky has this amazing video that we took on the day that we met. Some of you maybe you've seen it. She kind of posted it every year.
I post it every year on the day we met, so people may have seen it. I had this idea, because I'm a fangirl. That's my hobby. I like getting pictures of celebrities. And I had this idea that I would start interviewing celebrities. And I'm not saying that it wasn't a good idea, but my idea... Can I say idea more times? My thought was that I would have a 2-question interview on the iPhone where I'm looking at, I don't know. It just looks creepy to me now. I'm just staring at the camera instead of the person. I don't know where you're supposed to look, so it didn't work out. But I did several of those, and we still continue to do the 2-question
Yeah, we love her 2-question interview.
Yeah.
So she 2-question interviewed me.
Yes.
And we have...
Are we jumping ahead?
Huh?
Oh, it's just we're getting to the video.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the video.
Okay.
And then we're gonna play the video and we're gonna watch along. We're
gonna mystery science theater.
Yeah, basically. We're gonna react to our own video.
We're doing a reaction
the day we met
video
10 years ago. So we're doing a reaction
and then
video.
We're going to tell the story
and then
about
the day we met.
Yes, if you want. I mean,
it's a good story.
I think so. Okay. So, behold the video.
Okay, the video. Here we go.
Video. What is this? Okay. I don't know.
That's good.
Here we go. Uh-oh. And, okay. And again, here we go.
Pinky Lovejoy here with the one and only Keith Coogan. Keith, I have 2 questions for you.
The one and only Keith Coogan?
I don't know. I was reaching. You're rather close to me here, bub.
I'm very close to her.
There was this Western show my grandfather was at.
I had no idea what you were doing.
You dropped your grandfather immediately.
Well, I tied into that event. I remember that. You were close to me. Look at you all up at my shoulder.
Well,
right
I
here.
had to get in the camera.
And they
So,
tore my clothes off.
Boys! They tore your clothes.
look at that. Immediately calling you on your bullshit. That's great.
True.
I love it.
My grandfather was all bitter. He's like, he'd worked too many years.
But talking about my grandfather. Right
Yeah,
there,
I don't know if anything can top that, but
And then here comes this
what was your weirdest
insane story that makes no sense and isn't even following my
not
question.
weird, but at one time out of Acme,
Why was it
not great.
What? It was the weirdest thing. I had no panties thrown at me or people breaking into my hotel room or anything weird.
Standing there for a while.
Actually, I've heard some pretty good stories from people.
Comes over, hi.
This is just someone, hanging out after a show.
But now that I know who it is,
I know, looking like they wanted to talk to you, and they never did.
No, they actually did at the end.
I waited a while.
Yeah, they got a picture.
It's
So
really
sweet.
sweet.
It's so sweet.
Just to meet me.
Is this creepy crasher behind us trying to get in?
Not weird, but no.
But you
now
can
here's
obviously,
where you're gonna-
there's a little
There's a
chemistry
little
there.
chemistry.
There's a little bit of chemistry. Very close.
And then here's where you kiss me.
Okay, for Mike the Fanboys, Pinky
Look,
Lovejoy.
you
Did
totally
I just
kissed
smell your
me.
forehead?
You
And that was
sniffed
it?
me and then you kissed me?
Wow.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
That was
Interesting.
February 2nd.
2013.
2013.
Mm-hmm.
We were married October 26th of the same year.
Yes, on Jackie Coogan's birthday.
On my grandfather's birthday.
His 99th birthday.
So we met it was in Hollywood Highland, the Lowe's Hotel.
Yes.
And Scotty Schwartz had convinced me to do my first autograph convention. And I didn't want to do autograph conventions. I thought it was going to be me standing on the corner taking $20 for autographs. Here you go. Dishes are done, man. And it wound up being really fun. I love meeting fans. And I was like, okay, autograph conventions are awesome. So I'm there, and this one comes up to my table.
Okay, but first of all, to even get here, we have to remember that Keith had never done anything. And if there's anything you need to know about collectors, is that we have a lot of time. We have a lot of time waiting at events. We have a lot of time between things happening. And we like to chat. And people talk. And so that's why I knew a lot of people were interested in Keith being at this show. In fact, I had a friend who months earlier was like, called me and said, it's a Keith Coogan emergency. And I was like, I don't know who Keith Coogan is. It's never going to be a Keith Coogan emergency in my life, so no.
Now you're married, man.
And now my whole life is
every day is a Keith Coogan emergency.
But I was like, my friends were so excited that he was at the show, and I'm like, I don't care. Maybe I saw Adventures in Babysitting 20 years ago. I never saw Don't Tell Mom.
She's there to see Tracy Gold. Maybe
No,
Jeremy
that's not
Lick.
fair. I was there.
Yeah, Jeremy
I was
Miller
there for
sure.
Jeremy Lick, yes.
Yeah.
And I had met Tracy Gold. I hadn't met Jeremy. So I had a friend that was going through some stuff, and I took her to cheer her up to see the Growing Pains cast,
Right.
who happened to be sitting across from you, and you were next to Jeremy Lick, who I also wanted to meet. And Leanne was there from 16 Candles. So these were like my goals for the day.
I said Doug Jones behind me in Lando Calrissian off to my
Doug Jones
right.
was
That
there? I
yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
So this one steps up to my table, and I had been told, you sell. I go, how does it work with the money and the thing? What's an autograph? It's what if they bring their own thing? What if it's a poster? And Scott Schwartz was my guru for autograph convention. He goes, $20. Everything's $20. They want an autograph, $20. Turn around 3 times the spit, $20. Got it. Okay. And I go, what about a selfie? If someone just wants a selfie, he goes, well, what you do is you sell them an autograph, and then it comes with the selfie. It's free. Okay, so that was my strategy when she walks up to the table looking just for a selfie.
Well, no, I was coming to the table to see if I could interview you, and I figured I might as well get a selfie because if I was going to interview you, I'd have to write about it, and I need a picture to go with it, because I didn't know if you were going to, if I was going to interview, I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, so I go to his table, and I was like, how much for a selfie? And he gives me this $20 spiel, and I'm like,
well, it's free.
do I
There's
$20 like him?
$20.
I
You
don't
don't really
know.
like it on
I didn't know who he
autograph.
was. So I look at the table, and I'm like, I don't know any of these things. I picked the cutest picture of him, which was...
Well, to be fair, we've done conventions since, and I've seen other people's only selfie was like $10. So I think 20 was a little high for just a selfie. Sorry, go on.
Not at the time. I mean, we came with an autograph. That's not bad.
An autograph of what?
Well,
Pictures
yeah.
of me as scruffy.
Yeah,
Kenny.
so his was Clean Up Kenny, and he wrote The Dishes Were Done Man. I had no idea what that meant. And then it was just cute. We were just chatting, no biggie. And then...
We had to take the selfie.
Yes.
So I come out from behind the table.
Right, because
And
we were
around
separated by a
in the
table.
front, and we get face to face.
Mm-hmm. And we were instantly upset.
Look right into these eyes.
And it's like...
We're well, yeah.
Well, I was about to turn 40. You were like 43, 44, 43.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And so we were like insanely upset
We were like,
because we're like,
really?
there you are.
I've heard songs and poems and stuff about love and that love at first sight thing, and I'm like, I looked into her eyes and I just knew. And,
Yeah.
and we were angry. We were like, really? Now,
Now,
really?
our
There
whole
you
life
are.
we've been
There
living,
you
there
are.
you are.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
And we were like annoyed that it took this long. Like physically angry. And we were both dating other people. Like
Yeah, we were.
not good circumstances. So he comes out and he goes, are we going to make out right now? And I don't know, you're going to charge me? And then he kissed me. And my friend was like, excuse me, what's happening? I mean, it wasn't tongue or anything. It was just a little peck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm pretty sure we're in love right now. She's like, no, really? And I'm like, no, really? I think we're in love right now. Like, it was the weirdest thing. Like, instantly, we were supposed to be together.
You can
Like,
see
it made no sense.
In the video, you can obviously.
It made no
some
sense. Like, you
immediate
can't even
chemistry.
explain
No, I
it.
couldn't explain it all, and it wasn't right. But it would have been less
What
right.
do you mean it wasn't right?
No, I mean it wasn't like we were ready for anybody. At
Oh,
that
no,
moment. It
no,
was,
absolutely not.
Mildly inconvenient. No, it was that in the past you were married at one point. I wouldn't have been.
Yeah,
good
like
time
a
to
million
meet.
years ago
Yeah.
for half a second.
So
You were with somebody for 15 years, which is
yeah,
way
that
longer
would not
than
have
my
worked
marriage.
out.
Anyway,
so we
so-
also think that we might have run into each other at
Oh,
clubs
yeah.
or things or theaters
Because
or
we've been at-
whatever. We're like,
Well, and we were both, when we were little, in Sacramento, we think maybe we crossed, who knows?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
the stroller's
Anyway.
going by. Like, hey, what's up?
So we took our pictures. We did our interview.
Yes.
where do you want to go with the story from here?
Oh, and then I'm kind of, it's
By
towards
the
the
end
end
of
of
the
the
day.
day, yeah, and I'm kind of messing around on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I don't want to give out my phone to somebody, number that somebody I just met or anything like that. And this one,
I was like, so you can put my digits in your phone? Like, what's happening? We hanging out? Like, it seems wasteful to not.
that's
Look
she's
into
going
this,
right for
right?
the phone and everything. And I said, why don't we see how it goes on Twitter?
Woo! Crash and burn. Like, come on, really?
Can you believe I with her 10 years and I said, let's see how it goes on Twitter.
The worst.
But it went well on Twitter. I
Well,
flirted with you a little bit.
You did flirt with me a little
Those
bit.
fine eyes.
After a while,
Right.
but I fell for it. I thought you were like all these places. I was listening to your
I was doing a radio
show.
show. But I was handing it off to my friend, and I was calling in each week, pretending to be in Russia helping with the cashes in the ATM. Or I'm over at the Vatican helping with the Pope. Or like the new Pope. Or whatever was in the news that week, I would say, oh, I'm over at this place, and this
I don't watch
lovely,
the news a lot, so
wonderful, trusting person.
I mean, at the time,
She
I do
thought
a lot
I was
more
really
now,
there
but yeah,
gallivanting
I didn't know.
overseas.
Yeah, so I
That's
thought he
very
was gone, but yeah, so.
Then about 2 months later,
It was
we
2
got
months
together,
later. No,
and we
2 months later, he was at another autograph show in LA,
Yes.
and I saw you were going to be a guest, and I was like, well, I'm all in. So I framed these pictures up because, like, it had been 2 months since
She
I'd
put
seen
together
him.
a gift.
But hold on,
what
it'd
is it
been
called?
2 months since we'd seen each other, and I couldn't stop thinking about you. Like, we hadn't really interacted. I mean, a few times online here and there, but like, there was no like calls. We weren't texting. There was no numbers exchange. It was just like pretty vague social media.
I was very formal on social media.
The worst.
Pinky.
Even on
Hi,
email.
It is great to hear from you
Yes,
again. Thank you
awful.
very much. Sincerely, Keith Coogan.
2 spaces after the period.
There's
like,
nothing
first.
wrong with 2 spaces after
Yes,
a period.
there is. It's
No,
outdated. You don't
it
need
looks
it.
nice.
No, it doesn't.
It's a
It
nice
looks
stretch.
ridiculous.
It's
It looks
different.
ridiculous and dated, and then you don't know what you're doing. You're better than that. Okay, I'm just.
Wow.
We're getting off topic.
So
So,
we-
he was going to be at this show. So
Wait, this is another story.
Is it?
Yes.
Are you
this
sure?
is our meet cute story.
Okay,
And
fine.
it
We're
usually
not
tags with, we'll see how it goes on Twitter.
going. That's where it is.
You want to get into the wedding day?
No.
Okay. You just want to get into the
No, we don't
chiller
have to go.
Peter.
No, we don't have to go to any of that.
Okay.
We can do those on those days. So today we're
Ooh,
only
I
talking
guess
about the day
we
that
might
I
be
crashed
teasing
and burned
future-
on Twitter.
You did not crash and burn. You crashed and burned in real life, and then it worked on Twitter.
I crashed and burned, but
Absolutely crashed and
oh yeah, that was the next thing I was thinking. The next time, no.
burned. So then it did work out. We wound up seeing each other at an autograph convention.
You're
about 2
jumping
months
ahead.
Later.
You're jumping ahead. You said we're not going to that right now.
I'm doing
We're
a
only
pin.
talking.
It's a
Yeah,
clean
yeah.
way
Okay,
to jump
clean
ahead.
way. Okay, fine. Go.
So we did wind up seeing each other about 2 months later at another autograph convention.
We're not telling that story now.
I-
Remember? How is that putting a pin in it?
You're true. We're not telling that story.
So what's the spin? Telling the story is not a pin.
So it went well on Twitter.
Let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes. I guess it's okay as we're celebrating our 10-year Meetaversary. We're on a trip
Yes.
at one of our favorite places.
Yes,
We're both gainfully employed. We bought a house together.
we did.
Those are pretty big things.
Things are pretty big.
Yeah.
That didn't come out right. Anyway, happy Meetaversary, 10 years.
Happy 10-year Meetaversary.
And I guess we'll tell other stories at other times. But today, Meetaversary.
She wants to tell all the stories right
No,
now.
I don't. Okay.
Love you, babe.
Love you.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks.